3, 2, 1.
Live from Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. Starring award-winning talk show host and the recipient of the 2017 President's Lifetime Achievement Award, Raven Blair Glover. Tonight's guests are granddaughter of civil rights activist Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune and CEO of the Mary McLeod Bethune Legacy Preservation Institute, Dr. Evelyn Adele Bethune, and award-winning international inspirational speaker, faith coach, and #1 Amazon best-selling author, Melanie Bonita, and Southern California-based fashion apparel designer, Melynda Valera.
And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, kick your shoes off, grab your favorite drink, and get ready to have some all-around fun. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Raven.
How are you? Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Let me come on screen real quick with you. And there you go. There I am. Hey, it's Raven, the Talk Show Maven. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you being here. And good luck tonight for all of you people out there that are, you've been putting in for our drawing all week. Yes, we're going to be pulling out a winner next week. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I've got Dr. Bethune on my Skype phone, and I'm excited to bring her on to you guys. But first, let me just share with you guys, how are you? I mean, I think we missed a week or something. I'm always going to webinars and everything. So, hey, how you doing out there? You drinking anything tonight? I am actually drinking water. Yeah, from I don't know, Subway or somewhere. No drinking tonight. I got Dr. Evelyn Bethune on. I can't drink. I'm just kidding with you guys. It's so good to see you. I am so blessed. I feel so great. Did you guys hear about the accident, or I don't even know if you can call it an accident, in New York in Times Square, where someone just plunged in, and I believe the last I heard, one person was killed. Oh my God, breaks my heart. Others were hurt. And that was in New York today, this morning. I mean, it's like you always wake up and you just don't know what you wake up to. I got to tell you, today, I feel blessed. My heart goes out to all the families and stuff that gone through that, and someone got hurt or killed. It just breaks my heart to hear this over and over again. But here's the thing that I want you to know for sure, that, my son, he was in New York at the time, and it was unfortunate that the other people got hurt, but I've got to say I feel blessed that he heard the sound. He was right there in Times Square, but luckily he did not get hurt. So as a mom, I feel very blessed, but my heart still goes out to the others. So what about you guys? I mean, just put in the chat note, are you kind of like getting sick where the world is now? There's always something going on, something that just really shakes you, just breaks your heart and takes you down to your knees and all that. And it's just such a mess out there. But the reason we do the Talk Show Maven Tonight show is to basically, we like to let go of some of what's been going on all week and have some time to have some fun. And that's why I'm so excited to have this show and have it on my terms, where we can have a lot of just wonderful guests on like we have tonight. So let me tell you about this young lady. I met her dad years ago through my husband, and his name is Dean Olson. And Dean, he's one of our amazing Men of Power hosts on the Amazing Women and Men of Power radio network. And he's just amazing guy. But one day I happened to be on his Facebook page, and he showed this picture of this beautiful girl, the one that you see next to me. Yes. And she's in California. She's a designer, And I just started watching her and paying attention to her. And I said, okay, here's another Veer Wang. Melynda Valera is a versatile apparel designer based out of Southern California with an education from the Art Institute of California, Orange County, I'm in the Valley, so that's not too far away, right?
No, I feel like everything in Southern California is within an hour of each other almost.
Yeah. And so here's the thing, guys. She was shown in Vancouver Fashion Week and was selected as one of the top emerging designers from Orange County Fashion Week. Her work has also been featured in Vogue UK as well as Glamour UK. And she's got an announcement she's going to be sharing pretty soon. But Valera's Spring Summer 2017 collection entitled Beneath the Flowers has been seen at Portland's Fashion, as far as the Art Institute Showcase and Los Angeles Fashion Week. And it says here that you're inspired by hip hop and funk.
Yeah. It's pretty much.
I was surprised because I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that in your fashion. Okay. So I found that very interesting, to be honest.
I find a lot of funk and a lot of hip hop. I just really feel it's very empowering across the board. I know a lot of people can argue that they're demeaning towards women and so on and so forth, but I feel that they're very empowering to humans in general, especially those that have been appropriated or marginalized in different communities. So I feel my designs try to show the strength in humans, specifically women. And I feel that hip hop and funk are the best forms of expression beyond that. So I hope that my designs can just really prove like different confidence and different types of terms of expressions amongst the wearers is what I'm going for. Just really to show that the wearer is feeling proud and confident in what they're feeling.
I'm still surprised, but it definitely, I mean, I love your stuff. It's just beautiful. It's so elegant. You know, that's why when you said hip hop, I was like, okay. But you got great designs. Well, you were sharing with me offline that you have been doing this since you were 16 or 18. Is that correct?
I started sewing. Yeah, I through my Arts and Technology Academy in high school. I started getting the opportunity to explore creative outlets, fashion design being one of them. And my grandmother has been sewing since as far as I can remember. She used to make me little dolls and little outfits to match with them. So she was huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, huge inspiration and very instrumental in getting me to want to start sewing in general. I made my own prom dress my senior year. So I definitely got to start doing fashion design at a relatively early age. And I started moving forward with that professionally or as a career move about the time I was 18.
You got some beautiful, beautiful fashion. So I just want to show a few of them that you sent me and kind of share a little bit about your inspiration on this. I don't see hip hop on this at all, but it is gorgeous. I think this is my favorite one.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite ones. This is inspired by Salvador Dali, who's a surrealist painter from the early 20th century, the 1930s, 1940s. A lot of his work is inspired by that kind of feeling between when you're about to fall asleep and the time you actually start dreaming. That kind of like in between stage is where a lot of his paintings were inspired by. So this one is directly inspired by the persistence of memory, which has, if you've ever seen like the melting clocks and things like that, that's what he's famous for. So this was just inspired by the color scheme and that period of time and what the type of aesthetic was in terms of fashion. That's what this dress was inspired by.
Well, I love the color. I absolutely love the color. Now, you know, it looks bronze and gold. So am I seeing it the way it is? It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely. Now, is this one of the ones that have been on the runways that we spoke about in your introduction?
Yeah. So this dress was the opening piece in Vancouver Fashion Week.
Oh my goodness. That is just absolutely gorgeous. So when you pick the models, because I watch a lot of these different shows. I think, what's Diane's last name? Oh, I can't think of her name. But she has it where the beginning designers, you know what I'm talking about? They go on the show and they show their things. You ever watch that show? It's kind of like Shark Tank, but it's for fashion. And designers go on there at beginning designers, and they show their fashions, and
I
then
know
they
there's
have a
Project
winner.
Runway, which is kind of a
Yeah,
like a
Project Runway. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What's her name? Diane. I'm trying to think. What's her last name? I can't think of her
I
last
know
name.
Heidi Klum was the host. I'm not sure who's the current host.
Right. But they have several shows like that. But what I was um trying to get to is many times when I watch those shows, I guess you could say I'm in wow at how they match the models with the fashions. And so my question to you is, what do you look for in the perfect model for your outfit?
It's first and foremost, it's pretty much the producers of whatever show it is give you
Mhm.
a list of a group of models to choose from, like say it's 15 or 20 models, and they give you their
Mhm.
face, their measurements, and their height. And
Oh, okay.
to be very honest, it's really first and foremost whoever fits the current measurements of my dress form. And then
Uh-huh.
second of all, it's like whoever has the correct aesthetic that I'm looking for. So depending on the collection, I can be looking for a specific type of look, or I can just be really hoping I can just see a model and I'm like, wow, she's beautiful. I love her whole look. She can just be stunning from head to toe. She can have a specific quality about her hair, a specific quality about her eyes. I mean, Kate Moss is famous for, the way her mouth looks. So it can be just really anything. If a model has a specific type of look that evokes a type of feeling that I want to connect to my clothing, I mean, if the measurements fit, I mean, there it is. And even if they don't fit, if she's got the look I want or what I'm going for, then I'll make the clothes fit her.
Right. I was just curious because, like, on this one, which I love this dress too, and I want you to tell us about this. This is absolutely stunning. We have a model, and her hair is kind of wild, like, really free flowing. And on this one, you have it pulled back. So I was trying to see, how do you decide, okay, I want the hair pulled back on this one, or I want it wild? Because to me it makes a difference when you present the dress. So
Yes.
I'm kind of going somewhere with this guy, so stick with me and see. Like this dress, it reminds me of, I want to say, the 30s or something in that era. Is that what you were looking at? Or maybe not the 30s, maybe something
The collection that the pieces that you're showing on screen was the title was Shipwrecked. So it was, yeah, like a kind of like an old early century that has
yeah,
been
30,
lost in time
40,
trying to
somewhere
make
in
it more
there.
modern. Yeah.
Right. And I noticed that the model's hairstyle matches this outfit very well. But it's
Yes.
really interesting how all these, but so let's go back to this one because it is just absolutely stunning. Wow. That's a beautiful dress. Now, are those flowers on there?
Yeah, they're hydrangeas.
Uh-huh. Gorgeous. Now, where'd that inspiration come from?
So there's a song by Lupe Fiasco, who is a hip hop artist, and that's called Daydreamin'. And one of the lines, or the chorus is Jill Scott is singing, Daydream, I dream of you beneath the flowers. And I feel that song is just, if you haven't heard it yet, you really should listen to it. There's a lot of messages that are, well, anything Lupe Fiasco does is very, very deep. He's got a lot of things that he's saying. But this one, I'm kind of interpreting it in a different type of way. I wanted to feel that beneath the flowers, in the most superficial sense, I wanted to make it seem that most women are perceived as like feminine creatures, kind of like delicate as a flower would normally be. But beneath the flowers, you have this really strong, powerful human who is confident and really is her own person. And I just really wanted to have, I mean, if you can see how confident DeMarie is in this photo,
Oh my goodness.
she's in charge of everything, you know?
She's totally in charge. Yeah, she's controlling.
Yeah.
Here's another one that's really pretty. Tell us about this one, Melynda.
So that's in the same collection. So the past 4 photos you've shown, they're all from 3 different collections. So this one and the one you previously showed with DeMarie is the model, the peach blush colored dress. This one and that one are the same collection. The other 2 are 2 separate collections. So that's why the beauty is a little bit different in the hair and the whole aesthetic, because they're different collections and they're all expressing a different type of aesthetic. But the one we're at the top of the runway where she's pulling the dress back, this is actually one of my favorite pieces. It's a skirt and a corset. So it's the same collection, Beneath the Flowers, which is inspired by Lupe Fiasco. And it's it's just beautiful. It's a corset. It's got French seams. It's got hydrangeas and crystals all the way down. And I just think this top of the runway is beautiful. It's by Rose City Photography in Portland. And I think they did a really great job with that.
Oh, they did. It's absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. So you're basically saying this one and this one are in the same
They're the
category?
same collection, yes.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
great.
a collection of 12 pieces in this past season.
Well, these are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now here's the one on this picture. Oh, let me see. How does it? Let me see how. I don't know whether to tell you on the right or left, but it's at the bottom. Okay, so that's the gold one. That's the copper one again. The one that's
Yeah, so the ones on both sides of it are the same. It's the same dress. It's just a different model. So the one that's on the left with the where it appears to be a little bit more orange almost.
Yeah,
that's on the runway. Where the one that has a little bit more of gold tones is our actual photo shoot of it.
Wow. Awesome. Your dad's here. We're going to see, Dean, I'm going to see if I can bring you on. And so I'm going to invite you to come on with us. And this is just, I'm just in awe. I told you, you are a hit. You are a superstar. There is no doubt about it. I told you, get ready. That's her dad, Dean. And I want to say shout out to Mona. Hey, Mona, I never met your mom. I can't wait to meet her. She sounds like a lovely person, but that's Dean with his daughter. And so let's see, Dean, can you get on with us, Dean? There you go. That's Mona. Oh my God. Hey, Mona. Let me get back on let me get on camera. I waited years to meet your mom. Let me tell you, just totally. I've just been wanting to meet her. So I got to say hi. Pause in the interview. Hey, Mona. One second, guys. And if you're just joining us, this is the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. And I'm here with beautiful Melynda Valera and her mom, Mona, and her dad, Dean. And I'm just excited. I feel like a little kid. I just want to jump up and down. This is a great moment to see the family like this. This is a first for me. Thank you all for showing up.
Thanks for having us. We want to step on her glory, though.
Yeah, well, you guys hold tight. You can step on it in a minute. I want to ask her one thing though. So I'm just so excited to see you guys. So I got to ask you, Melynda. Right now I'm starting to get the flow more of where the hip hop came from. So you're basically saying not so much hip hop fashion, but the music or the words you kind of match your fashion to. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm a little slow. I had a birthday this year, so
no.
So now I got it.
I feel too many people are coming out with like the more urban looks or whatever you want to call it, more streetwear. I definitely wanted to bring a more elegant quality to hip hop because I don't feel like it gets it enough. I feel like there's too much of the radio scene and not enough of the poetic and real. If you listen to real hip hop and real funk, like they're saying real things and it's really beautiful poetry. I mean, it's spoken word. So I really just wanted to bring a more elegant and show the beauty in what they're actually saying instead of just the music that you just dance to in the club. That's not what I'm really trying to showcase. I'm trying to show the real poetry that these people are sharing.
And I absolutely get that now. I absolutely get it now. The more I look at it, and now, at first I was like, wait a minute, I don't see hip hop, meaning the fashion. But now that I understand what you're saying, it's about the words behind it. And they do have really beautiful words. A lot of them have awesome messages. Like you said, it's about the spoken word for sure. Now, you've been in this a long time. How have you seen your art develop and grow in a big way? Because I mean, you've been on the scene for a while, like you were telling me, but now all of a sudden in the past year and a half, you're really starting to blossom. So what is the cause of that change? Is it your overall work, or is it the fact that you're reaching out more or people are coming your way more?
I feel like it's a lot of because I'm no longer trying to create art for a grade or for a specific. I'm not being told what I should and shouldn't create towards. I'm being my own person. So I'm getting the opportunity to create art based on what I want to create it for. So I'm allowed to express myself for what I want to express it with instead of trying to be on trend or trying to make sure that I hit, oh, you need to make something that's looks like it's from the 1950s, or trying to make something that looks like it's towards, the 3000s, or whatever topic it may be. I'm getting a chance to really feel inspired on a different level instead of feel like I need to create a topic for a grade. So I feel like it's a great feeling, and you get to feel it on a more personal level. I can feel more impassioned to want to create something that I actually really feel in my core. So I'm really excited about
Love it. So do you feel that's been the biggest lesson you've learned since embarking on your career move, that, you just be yourself and go with your intuition and don't hold back and be free to do what you want to do?
I feel like it's something I've always been as a human, and I think my parents can attest to it. I think that was a difficult time they had in raising me, was I always was going to be who I wanted to be, and I didn't really take too kindly to having any restrictions on that. So it's really nice to be an adult and in show in my art and in my life, getting to really just show who I want to be in the way I want to show it.
For all those inspiring or up and coming fashion designers, let's speak to the ones that they've been toying around with their fashion design. Maybe they've even been discouraged along the way. Share with them a couple of your insider secrets, your secret sauce. I think you just shared one, just saying, just don't be afraid to be where you are and, stand your ground. But are there other lessons you want to pass on to those people that really aspire to do much more in their fashions, if they have it, or even those that are just starting out?
I don't know if it's a secret. I think it's really just an inner strength you need to pull out. If somebody tells you no for whatever reason, like, don't accept that. Like, if you really feel passionately about something, whether it's fashion or music or whatever it may be, you really need to pursue that. If you really feel that's your calling, or if that's what really does make you happy, I mean, go ahead and pursue it, as long as you have the means to do so. I mean, still, I work full time and I do this in order to make sure that I can do it. I still have a 40-hour a week job, but I don't let that stop me. I still pay my bills. I do what I need to do. I have an education, and I'm getting to have my side hustle be my main career. So by any means necessary, just make it work. If that's what you really want to do with your life, then don't take no for an answer. Just make it happen on your own.
The late great Jim Rome is famous for saying, had this saying, Melynda, you'll probably appreciate this. It kind of went like, I work in full-time on my job and part-time on my passion. Soon I'll be working full-time on my passion and not having this job. So that's basically what you're doing.
Exactly.
You're working full-time on your job, but you're going with your passion, your dreams to make it happen. And we spoke about this offline. So share with the listeners your thoughts on being committed and having that stick-to-itiveness no matter what. Doing the thing to have the power. You got to get in there and do it, right?
There's the only person who's going to make anything happen is you. You can ask people all day. You can say you want to do something, but if you don't do it yourself, like, I mean, the cliche is true. Actions speak louder than words. So you can say it all day, but unless you're actually taking steps to do what you want to do, there's no point. I mean, 16-year-old Melynda's dream was to go to Paris. I mean, every fashion designer's dream is to go to Paris. And I put my,
and
I went, and I'm going. So, I mean,
you're going. How exciting is that? When are you going to Paris? And then we're going to bring your parents into this, but when are you going to Paris?
I'll be going in fall for World Fashion Week.
Wow. So do you have a new collection that you're going to be presenting, or are you going to be taking this collection, which looks Paris-y to me?
No, I'll be making a brand new collection, and I'll be calling it Seeds.
Seeds. I love that. So what inspired Seeds?
There's a Mexican proverb that goes, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. So I wanted to make this entire collection be about a different, each look is going to represent a different culture that has been marginalized or appropriated in the United States of America, because I feel, since I'm representing the United States in Paris, I wanted to represent all the different cultures that are, I feel, underrepresented in the United States. And with a background of a school that, my high school is one of the most diverse high schools in the nation, I wanted to show that the love that I have for every culture that has been a part of my life and upbringing and has helped shape who I am. So I'm really, this collection means more to me than all the other collections I've done so far.
Oh my God, you're going to Paris. How exciting. Now, how many pieces are in a collection?
It kind of depends on
Or that's going to be in seeds.
Each one, but in seeds I'll be having 10 pieces.
Okay. Awesome. Amazing. Well, congratulations on that. Let's bring the proud parents on. I see them. That's Dean and I love that picture of you guys, Melynda. That's good. That's gorgeous. Hey, Mona, can you hear me okay? Or
No, I can hear you.
oh, hi. First of all, it's great to meet you. Let me come back on camera real quick, but it's awesome to meet you finally. Very exciting. So Dean and Mona, what do you got to say about this young lady? I mean, she is really rocking it in the fashion world, isn't she?
She is. She's a hustler. She has a stick to it attitude. Don't tell her no, because she'll prove you wrong.
I believe that.
Very stubborn. And we're very proud of her. She's put a lot
she's done some amazing things. Now, did you guys think, Dean, that she would, be doing this well?
Not this quickly. Not this quickly. She, can I say the school that she went to? Because I worked at that school.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Gar High School in Cerritos. And they started an ATA program. I'm going to plug the school. And she was one of the beginning part of that. And they started the fashion design part. They put on a fashion show every year that the proceeds go to the battered women's shelter in our local area. Our school did a lot of fundraising for the areas. And she was one of the kids that I think she had like 5 or 6 different looks at that time. And she just has the talent. It was gifted to her from her grandmother, who started learning how to sew when she was 5 years old, passed it down to Melynda, and the love of sewing. She's just, like I said, she's stubborn. She's a go-getter. Last year when I was ill, she was going to do 40 hours a week of work, going to school, doing, I believe it was 3 fashion shows she had going on. She had British Columbia or Vancouver. She had one for the school, and she also had one in Orange County. So she was working on those 3 shows, working for 40 hours a week, as well as working on her graduation and having me in. And this girl stuck to it. She did everything and got it completed. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she's amazing. She is great. I'm in love. I was sharing with her, Dean and Mona, that my daughter, who does the banners and everything for our shows, she sent an email back, sent over the picture so we can add it in the video and everything. And she sent back an email. It's like, oh my God, I think I'm inspired to lose weight from seeing her design. She is amazing. And everybody that sees your designs, I mean, how can you not? Don't you guys see her as a Vera Wang and, one of the big ones? I mean, her fashions just speak. They make you say, yes. Absolutely.
Talent that she has, that somebody will catch her eye, and then she's already a shooting star, and so she'll move forward.
And very well grounded. That's you guys done a beautiful job in raising such a amazing daughter, not just talented, but she just has such a good, soft spirit, and that's going to take you a long way. So you keep being you, Melynda, no matter what. Okay. Don't let the fame, because you're going to get there, change you, because you're just all that bag of chips and some M&Ms on the side. Show you right. Hey, Dean, you're so quiet. I know you're giving Mona the platform. How's it going?
Oh, good. I'm not used to talking on the radio right now, but
yeah, right.
No, I think Mona here said it all, and we're just so proud of Melynda. We always tell her that, even though she doesn't call us much, right? Because she's so busy.
She's busy.
She's a mover and a shaker, and she's Melynda referred to herself at one time as the 16-year-old Melynda with who was dreaming. She always had that confidence and that swagger back then. So
yeah,
I always knew she was going to do something that it was just a matter of what she was going to focus on. Whatever she put her mind to, she was going to do it, and we always knew that about her, right?
Boy, is she doing it. Okay, where are you guys here, Dean?
Where was that, Melynda? You remember that was over in at the
that was at the Outlets of Orange. That was the inspired fine art of fashion show presented by Art Institute of Orange County, which is my alma mater, if you will. And that was 2013, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems
you
like
guys have a beautiful daughter. Absolutely beautiful daughter. Everyone, you're tuned into Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. We're about ready to wrap it up. We went a little bit over. And, how can I not? I mean, wasn't it worth it? We got Melynda Valera here, just an amazing, sizzling hot, inspirational designer. I mean, you inspire people to want to just go out there and do it because you've done such a great job. So I know anyone that's in the fashion industry, just seeing these fashions is going to inspire them to go on. Hey, you're inspiring my daughter to want to lose weight, and that's a really huge thing. And you're inspiring me, and thank you so much for some of the things you shared with me today to really want to get my hat wraps out there. So you're just amazing. We love what you do for sure. And I just think you being on Paris, going to Paris is such a monumental moment. Did you see yourself being in Paris? Is this one of the things that you always wanted to do? Obviously, yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a literal dream come true. I was planning on having my last show be Portland, which was last fall, and I was looking forward to. My husband and I moved to San Diego from Orange County almost 2 years ago, and I was looking forward to putting everything as far as fashion is concerned down, moving everything down here, starting to work down here full time, and everything like that. And as soon as I mentally became okay with that, Paris came along. So I kind of feel like that's the universe's way of saying, even though I'm ready to put it down, it's not ready for me to put it down. So I'm ready to keep this going.
Absolutely. Now I didn't even know you're married. You're married. Is your husband around?
Yeah, he's over there.
Hi, what's his name?
His name's Pedro.
And Pedro,
he's in like basketball shorts, but I'll have him step over.
Okay, yeah, tell him to come on. Then we can have the whole family as we close out. Mona, I'm throwing you a kiss. I can't believe I'm seeing you. Hey.
There he is.
Hey, Pedro. Hi. How are you? Hi.
I'm good.
I'm Raven, the Talk Show Maven, and I'm just thrilled to have you here. Now we got the whole family here.
Yay.
It's cool. So cool. So how do you feel about what your wife is doing? Had you always thought she was going to be in Paris at this level, or?
Yeah, we've just been waiting for it.
Just been waiting for it, huh? Supportive husband. Are you going to Paris? Is that going to be like a second honeymoon too?
Well, it'll be our anniversary a couple weeks before that, so we'll be celebrating our third year anniversary around the same month.
Wow! Well, congratulations. Good. Yeah. So you've been the supporting husband behind this. So, what one thing would you like to say to all the other married husbands and they got wives, up and coming, living their dream? Or even for the wife, what one thing would you like to share with them so they can be like you and supportive? Khalid, come down here. No, I'm just kidding. He's definitely supportive.
Well, my relationship with Melynda, I feel that it's important to know what she wants, but also bring your perspective in and see, maybe bring in your perspective of how to get there and discuss that, so I can see two different options instead of just her point of view.
Yeah.
Other people.
That's actually interesting you said that. Yeah, I like what you said because my husband, he's extremely supportive like you, but we don't think alike. You know what I'm saying, Melynda? So I'm one of those people that, I just go for it. he's the thinker, and I really need that side because I don't really think things out. I just do it. So
I keep my head in the clouds and he keeps my feet on the ground. So it's really
I love that. That's a good way to say it. Yeah. Well, it was great to meet you, Pedro, and Mona. I'm so thrilled to see you. I've been wanting to meet you for so long. I'm sure Dean has told you. And Melynda, I just want to actually just applaud you for the work you've done. You're just amazing. Your designs. I want to show everyone. Yeah, look at the dad. So proud. Guys, as we go out, I'm going to show you these designs one more time. There's her and her dad. And Melynda Valera, look for that name. It is going to be a household name in the fashion industry. Get ready, guys. Ladies, get ready. Go out there and get you an outfit. When I lose weight, I'm gonna be like my daughter. I'm inspired to lose weight now. I want a design. So I want something to go beautiful with one of my beautiful hat wraps or my hat. So I'm definitely looking to sport one of these beautiful dresses. So yeah, any final words, anyone? And we're gonna get ready to close out. And you guys get on your dancing shoes because you got to dance out with me. So
Hold on, Raven, here.
We keep telling Melynda, my mom, her grandmother, and her aunts, actually both her grandmothers, that they need to make, she needs to design clothes for their age group. And that's what we keep telling her. There's a market out there for her. So do it, Melynda.
Yeah, we need cute stuff too, Melynda. We really do. I think they're forgetting about us, so we would love to see some really cute things too. But yeah, that would be great. But she's in a young set, but I can definitely tell you can go either way in your fashion. Do you plan on doing anything for us older folks? We're putting her on a spot now.
Like a lot of different people who are struggling to find things that they enjoy wearing in their market. All the time people are telling me there's constantly people telling me there's different markets that are untapped and different things that I need to tap into. But I'm once I get my foot in the door, then I'll be more than happy to expand. But one thing at a time.
Yeah, and it's a lot to do it. So final word to everybody, to the inspiring designers out there. We'll let you have the final word. Melynda?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Like don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Be who you are, pretty much. As cliche as it sounds, it's really how you got to live.
Yeah, well, it does sound, people would think it sounds cliche, but it's not even about it sounding cliche. It's more about keeping it real, because that's exactly, we have to do that. We have to just hold down our dreams and stay away from the naysayers. I got one question I want to ask you that I didn't ask you before. Where can people find out more about you?
I have a website. It's my first and last name. It's MELYNDAVALERA, melyndavalera.com. And all the links to anything else you can think about me is on there. It's got my Vogue links, my World Fashion Week links, my GoFundMe links, all kinds of things are on there.
Yeah. So you have a GoFundMe account too?
Yeah, to help offset all the costs for World Fashion Week.
Wow. Well, yes, go support her and help her for sure. Well, it's been just amazing having you guys on. So let's get ready. Dean, you know the routine. We dance off the show. So you ready? We're going to put our music on now. And 1, 2, 3, and here we go. All right, y'all. Tune in next week for the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. Support Melynda Valera. Awesome fashions. All right, guys. Let's dance. Yeah. All right, everybody. Good night. We appreciate you. Woohoo! Be sure to join us next week, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific. We changed our time. I'm Raven, the Talk Show Maven. Want to thank our guests, Dr. Evelyn Bethune, and of course, Melynda Valera with her great fashions. Check her out. Check them both out. And we will see you next week.
Be sure to join us next week for the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show for more interviews, celebrity news, and business reviews, along with a whole lot of fun and surprises. Live each and every Thursday. If you would like Raven to help you create a powerful and profitable show around your passion or heartfelt message, simply give her a call at 800-431-0842. That's 800-431-0842. You can catch all of Raven's popular shows by going to facebook.com/TalkShowMaven Live TV. See you next week.